Welcome everyone to another phenomenal live stream here with our T2 all CPU architectures, Itanium, MIPS, PowerPC, Spark, RISC-V and 30 more supported. Actually rocket science, keeping all this stuff building, right? Also for those who are new, we built this for 25 years, experience integrating open source stuff. Just some tiny light builds here. I wanted to live stream some final touches, so we're mostly there. 5 years live on YouTube, finally there. We can release latest and greatest, the next amazing desktop Linux distributions. That's just minimal build errors, marginalities to fix. The actually rocket science part. Some of the stuff is recurring. I mean, two are our own, like only two our own issues. The other are other upstream breakage. For example, here that is. So let's quickly fix some stuff. Okay, let's maybe start with what is our load right now? I also think for the recurring subscribers, okay, load is still 132. Yeah, epic thread ripping that here. Obviously, that is what Ryzen Zen 4 performance is made for. I also think with this highly optimized Linux distribution, kernel, profile optimized, smart profile, database optimized, and so on, I think I can now build all 35 build combinations in probably even 24 hours, which is a stark reduction from 48-ish hours. So some things, the Longson, the Chinese CCP, broke their own Longson again. Let's maybe quickly fix that first. It's at least bootstrapping. The usual would be too easy if make install would just build. So that would be keep one error. Maybe for the rest do it on tempfs. So due to the sheer amount of memory required, by default I don't keep this here. Long Arch 64, I believe. That is why for debugging I need to enable that. So what happens there is the usual stuff, right? Upstream developers do some stuff, and so the CCP scientists there, Chinese Communist Party scientists, have added their new configure checks. By the way, why do I support this? Of course that Western military intelligence has a Linux distribution to reverse engineer and run all the Chinese top secret source, right? In case you were wondering why I support this strange stuff. So Long Arch, I've seen this already, so I poked in here, so that this is just doing some stupid stuff, some checks. So basically they've raised their bin utils requirement somewhat. However, we cannot check that, right? So other architectures have similar stuff like MIPS and Itanium or so, and so we just need to patch that away, because this is just extracting initially every Unix system, whether BSD, Linux or Darwin, is starting, or maybe even Windows is starting with generating, extracting, defining some system headers for all the APIs and ABIs, application binary interface. So where would that be? Let's maybe either grab that. No, this is config log. That is probably conf. What was the bloody name? Conf hardware deb long arch systems. Probably either here. Pre-configure. Most likely in here. Bin utils. No. Bin utils, recursive. No, it should be there. Why did this not? Because it's configure. Bin utils. So we might be able to. What do we do here? Not we. What is the CCP doing here? Check if ASM vector instructions. So the question is, how do we do the other trickery? So basically, for extracting the headers, we just tell the build system, YOLO, it's fine. We don't build it anyway. We just want the freaking headers first. Which is also hilarious that glibc 40 years later, it still doesn't support it some more. glibc. So many others we patch. Just want to check, do we have here... We have here already other trickery. Do we... There was one. Or we patch that. I think most others are simply short-circuited like that, probably. Hotfix, long arch, bin utils, patch, cross 0. But don't worry, we have some more interesting like Big Onion and other such stuff to do. Greetings to Singapore, happy to hear that you tune in. Greetings to the world. Why don't you rewrite bcache? Why don't you rewrite bcachefs in Rust? That seems like a good future YouTube video. That's unfortunately not the best. Okay, this probably did this. Oh no, we're still doing this. Unfortunately not the best YouTube video. First of all, I'm not getting the most warm with Rust, unfortunately. Leave me in the comments below. And good morning to the others. So it's a good evening to the Eastern world, and good morning to the Western world, and everyone in between. And okay, that fixed that, amazing. So yeah, the reality is, I mean, first of all, bcachefs is not the most outstanding file system thing to work on. Second of all, such highly specific videos I learned here hard. Live stream my unsuccessful necessity for gracious, successful computer living. That is my Linux distribution here live on YouTube. It's already not the most successful content. You've seen this on my More Live channel. Soon breaking 500,000 views. 18-year-old fixes bug in every open source project. Here, it's like, yeah, 430,000 views. That is how you make money with YouTube, apparently, which obviously I need to urgently practice more clickbait or do other interesting stuff like playing Doom on an SJO2. That is the content the audience wants to see. Okay, long arch bootstrap, we hacked that. Let's see if we can commit it like that. So I believe the font is slightly smaller than usual, right? Is it still okay for those watching on smartphones and stuff, or small windows? Yeah, we have the other hotfix, long arch. Do we have more long? Okay, maybe we rename that not hotfix but just long arch, because the other also doesn't have long arch, and otherwise it's so long. Oh, is it done? Hot fixed glibc to bootstrap out of nothing from scratch for long arch. Again, like, yeah, built last month, but yeah, CCP, what do you expect? So this stuff is building, amazing. So we have other more interesting stuff to do than boring glibc hotfixes, which is good night chat, logging out. Thanks anyway for tuning in. Maybe share, like, and subscribe. Also, the load, by the way, testing our own stuff, right? Load 100 to 200. So now with long arch building, probably if we go higher soon. So more fixes. So the other more main fix I wanted to do was ARM Big Onion, which also soon nobody else supports anymore. Did we? Oops. keep on arrow 2. ARM version 6 Indian is big. Best without typo, but maybe that is just my keyboard. Probably I should switch to something not using membranes. Already cleaned this recently. Maybe I should actually, yeah, Sun membrane keyboard, right? Although people always like which keyboard, not even the very best keyboard. I probably should, maybe the last time I cleaned it, like I cleaned it now the third time already, last week or so, because there was some crump or hair under the bloody membrane. I wonder if the membrane still looks 100% amazing. Maybe I should actually paint some conductive coating there on the stems of the membrane, maybe there, or something that somehow did not look like the most amazing contact making material. Wait a second, this is also, why is this building Go? I actually wanted to, why is this building Go? I was prepared to fix rust or so, or cargo. This failed in Go. Oops, did this really failed in Go? We're finally there, right? The very last touches, the very last hot fixes, and so then probably that is my thing. Speaker safety D. Why does this fail? So this is Muso. Cannot find a sound. Okay, honestly, speaker safety D. Of course important, but for this build, I'm not particularly interested in fixing that. This was ARM64 Muso, I believe. Yes, I could lay out tight whatever, but that is faster to remember. Yeah, some of Firefox. So I really need some GoFundMe for fixing Firefox for all this architectures. So Firefox, I had this working on x86, 486 even, the one and only, once upon a time, once in a world, only live seen here on this channel last year. Ah, shit, my most expensive network cable. That is Cat 6, and I rolled over it. Damn it. Yeah, pro tip, don't leave cables around your fancy office chairs. And so another T2 Linux has saying specialized for Apple devices with 2 chips. So another T2 Linux. Yeah, so yeah, they have chosen that retrospectively, right? We exist since 2004 or so. So yeah, that is just other people using such stuff. So let's see, what do they have with Go architectures? Always some more thing to fix than. So we had this done recently, but apparently, do they have ARMBE? So Go Arch values ARMBE. So they document that, we maybe do that correctly, and they say YOLO not supported. So yeah, the reality is I will not fix that. That is below my pay grade and too stupid for my liking. If you want that I fix this, ARM version 6, don't forget to like subscribe. This is the stuff 100,000 euro, 100,000 subscriber special is made of. Because I don't need this, and this is just too stupid if the Go people, I mean, maybe they document that this would be, where do we have, where we built that, running builds, it's somehow not visible, which does it, 125. Okay, I have 125 in the system, so unsupported Go OS, Go Arch, pair Linux, ARMBE. Yeah, I guess to do. Oops, LTD. To to do. Entry 667 fix. Exotico Arch to actually freaking build. Maybe it's not easy. I'm not sure what NUnit enablement they need somewhere. Also, yeah, they documented here. Maybe it boots for bare metal or some beastie. I don't know. Whatever. Unless you shall like subscribe. Below my pay grade. Let's fix what I actually wanted to fix. So I skipped just over this. This is not the finest thing, but yeah, YOLO, the ISO will not have it. Who cares? Version 6 EB. And what I actually wanted to fix. So yeah, some 2024, absolutely crazy stuff, right? Actually rocket science. GCC, like everything built in December or so. Now some, I don't know, I mean, it could either be we are using a slightly new GCC snapshot to fix some stuff. Either it is that, or the rebuild is already, and so I need to rebuild that. So everything built last month and all the other architectures built, and GCC randomly fails for a handful of architectures. Like, this is our life, right? Or even is a freaking... I scrolled to that already. This is just some directory file not existing, super stupid stuff. Basically also below my pay grade, if I'm honest. Which I also don't understand, like, why. I mean, it's like... I also don't understand why with 10,000 of contributors and 40 years later GCC randomly fails with even... Like, it built and then it doesn't install with obscure nonsense. And... Then the other question I also have is like, why? Sure, this is an old-fashioned garbage. Yeah, here, install target lib SSP, stack smash protector. I mean, maybe it didn't build that. Maybe it's not supported. Stack smash lib, was it lib as stack smash protector, multi-lib. Yeah, software distribution, apparently very difficult for people from the Free Software Foundation. Apparently rocket science to install some files. And the other thing is like, yes, I understand this is old-fashioned make, but it's also not my choice. But I also don't understand why build systems cannot, like, why is this stuff after 60 or plus years of software development not so that it, I mean, not only not work, but at least tells me, like, I need to scroll there thousands of lines and search with best known, remembered, previously best experience, past experience search patterns where it even freaking errored out, right? So don't even instantly see the error here, even still not. It's just something is breaking. The question is what? Install, include headers. Yeah, if I would even, and that's the thing, right? I mean, I could maybe fix it in a minute or 5, but like most of the time I spent even finding out where it freaking even fails, TM. None the wiser. Warning overriding, warning ignoring. Ah, here's install info. Here is libquad math info. That is no such file. Yeah, the futures now. It builds for 28-ish architecture combinations and for MIPS. Yeah, you don't get this file. It's maybe this is just, but look at this. Oh no, wait, this is installed here. I mean, maybe this is highly embarrassingly parallel build dependency fluke that randomly appears, like 2024 still Heisenbugs. I will probably give it a try, just rebuild, see if it builds a second time. Of course, it shouldn't be like that, but I don't make I mean, free software foundation engineering, right? Previous video. Okay, multi-3. So that's probably a bcachefs. Okay, so this is most likely needs libgcc linking. We have done similar stuff. Also, people just mentioned bcach in the comments, right? So what I will do, this is also a new build error. Because obviously we just built the most things. Similar stuff occurred with AMD GPU. We actually patched, I still need to send it upstream. Share, like, subscribe, Patreon, GoFundMe. I need to basically spend weeks of upstreaming stuff because we have 1,000 precious fixes here in T2, including PowerPC. I will not fix that. We could fix that another day, so I will work around that because, again, time is precious. Successful living here, can't fix everyone's nonsense, especially bcachefs on HP PA risk. So HPPA 64, let's just disable that. This is what our Linux disable list here is for, mwi5x and config bcachefs 2024-02, oh, what do we have today, 5 or so, 6, 7 or whatever, and that is, so this is comes from libgcc. The thing is, I would need to test, like I have a handful, I want to release it, right? It's basically nobody will use it. Why should I fix this now when nobody is using this next days anyway? Documenting this here nicely. Very theoretically, we could try if we still need that. 6 GCC 32. Yeah. Oh, you know what? It's also below my pay grade. It's not that anyone is using Wi-Fi on a HPPA risk. Specifically, this crazy Marvel Wi-Fi thing. That was. Let's build that. So that is why some selected obscure stuff simply disabled because it doesn't build and not worth my time fixing, obviously. But the more subscribers, the more fixes. So HPPA 64, again, actually rocket science, right? Like having compilers actually, what happens there, so it's probably size optimized, so maybe it goes away with optimizing for speed, maybe not. So either linking this with libgcc, if that is incompatible and doesn't work, due to ELF and other kernel address space stuff, incompatibilities, ABI incompatibilities, then implements this in libgcc substitutes in the Linux kernel, but that is for another day. Because what I actually wanted to fix, it's like just a couple of handful things, just one handful things to fix, and still not there, because the next thing is actually, what I actually wanted to fix is cargo for, I believe cargo or Rust for big endian ARM. Just wanted to get, yeah, so I performance is suffering. That is RAID 0 of 2 Gen 4 PCIe. So yeah, the Linux kernel virtual file system switch is busy. Red is going to use machine learning to help find errors RPM builds because they can't create a good DX. That is set to here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but the thing is machine learning, what do you want? I have, like, how should machine learning, like you would, like this statistically making stuff out of pre-trained database hash-like table things that are neural networks or variants thereof. In my opinion, to really fix substantial build errors and bugs, like this is just too diverse and too complex and too different, that in my opinion, you would need true general artificial intelligence and not like this neural network statistically cheat table training stuff to substantially fix something. I would say, but also we could also actually pro tip just write better software that doesn't random and constantly break and is like daily incompatible with whatever stuff. So last but not least, two of these are my own things or not. The Clang variants here, the two Clang variants are, I mean, they're not my fault, but they are because that is recurring theme Clang, not finding GCC headers necessarily by default and stuff. So, or actually libcx or whatever. So, but this is basically my to-do. I will do this later. It's not the most interesting. As soon as we reach 100,000 subscribers or so, we will also fix it again. So otherwise for today, no 486 Firefox, because this is, I can't fix it as far. I mean, I just fixed it recently, right? I'm not in the mood. And the last time I fixed it, it anyway segmentation faulted. So like a year ago, I had the first ever running Firefox on 486. And then just a month later, they broke something so that it's segmentation faulted. So although it's pretty generic without any crazy stuff and segmentation faulting. Yeah. But we will tackle that soon. So the ARM, so yeah, ARM cargo, so the ARM builds, so this, we will do this. Also crazy, so Abaddon AVR32 somehow fails now, was also building, what, maybe modern whatever stuff, I need to check in a second. This was a random failure, not even, why is mipcell also, yeah, the Firefox people really don't want people to use their browser. I need to better remember the stop message of how did I, that's again, right, why can build system stuff not arrow out so that you actually see what is freaking going on. The problem is also that they use arrow in their signature here, that makes it even harder. Could not compile in WGPU. This error originates in the device macro copy and nightly builds run with macro backtrace for more info, some RSF. Okay, so somehow that doesn't like the trait cannot be implemented for this type. Rust as its finest. Better diagnostics they said. Bind group ID and stuff. So yeah, who knows, whatever. Rust is so much more amazing until it is not. I wonder if we can simply disable WGPU. Can you build without that maybe? Okay, I will check later. Maybe tonight on Twitch or whatever. But what we really wanted to do, I mean also this is stupid by the way, package that is alternative, then it's also not building. Static assertion must always log free, or whatever. That is also not an alternative anymore. Want something simpler, it's neither simpler nor more better building, so yeah. That was PowerPC. Yeah, we urgently, obviously the last puzzle piece, the last remaining piece in our puzzle for successful, gracious, vintage and retro living is of course Firefox for PS3 again. So make sure you subscribe for that. Because WebKit doesn't cut it as truly universal fallback. So then that was ARM version 7, right? That probably should build. Also we need to actually version 7 keep on error. The actual Rust cargo big endian fix. I probably should send it upstream because I rediff it now the third time. It's like it's getting like the third time live on YouTube. Let's rediff this again. That is, yeah, that is of course when you are as lazy as I and don't send upstream, then they break it every release. Although it is also a little bit silly that they constantly keep changing it, right? So somewhere here's ARM, and somewhere in that is little here. So I believe so somehow they touch, yeah, probably because the version here constantly changes. So basically each time they touch that, I need to delete this target endian is little here again. Which actually, okay, to be fair, to send it upstream, we would need to do it slightly different. By the way, I find this extremely unreadable, right? So much to the Rust people, we do everything better, and then this is everything better. It's like do have you tried to read this with your eyes and brain and pass this overly long line? Because what this does is matching the target config to all of any of target OS of any of this all, right? Amazing stuff. The future is now actually build configuration rocket science. Totally amazing. Because the thing is, to do this right, we would need, basically, do they also have big endian here? Big endian, okay, let's not make, it's basically doesn't matter. Because we cannot, to send it upstream, we cannot just remove it. Like basically it's like YOLO whatever, we just want to build it. If it works mostly or somewhat or whatever, just give us something as good as it is, right? Why limit it here if it anyway, like it built for me. Actually the other, just the day before yesterday, a year ago or two, I wanted to find, because we actually have a big endian ARM system here in the office. And 2 years ago, I wanted to, like, I thought I'd go there and take it, and it wasn't there. Just the day before yesterday, while looking for ISDN telephones for our ISDN loving community, open source community in Berlin, it's like, hey, I have 2 ISDN telephones. Do you want to have them? Yes, please give it to us. And I couldn't find them. It's first you ask people, hey, want to have this stuff, and then it must be somewhere there. Anyway, while looking for 2 ISDN telephones to donate, I actually found at least I think I found the big endian ARM, the rare, precious big endian ARM embedded systems again, probably. Yeah, probably should actually test that. Run Rust and cargo code on actually freaking big endian ARM silicon. Yeah, this is just silly. Leave in the comments below how amazing this is. So to send this upstream, because obviously they will not accept just deleting target endian little here. We would probably make this condition an even longer, probably add a second condition of big endian ARM, like any target OS Linux, and then a second time of that group with, because we probably don't want to accidentally unlock or use experimental, whatever. So I saved this as X, that was cargo, right? That is hotfix big endian patch ARM. That is all of this good stuff here. Was this only in cargo? Yeah, nothing like, how much to change? Yeah, all the freaking versions, right? Like, I totally don't approve of this kind of config YOLOing. This is just purely stupid. This is ridiculously, I don't understand how anyone would ever want it. Oh, also this is wrong. I wanted that. I wanted to build ARM version 7, right? Let me quickly, I also still need to click the scenes together. Let me quickly get that ARM thing, duplicate. Scene 2, delete, what do we have here? Video capture, right? Cool. Back in a second. Okay, so what other stuff? So that's further building. We also have the lesser target ARM version 5 TE or so. So it probably has the same ARM patch not applying. Yeah. And then what else is left? Oh, we can also probably commit this in a second. Okay, we better wait a second. That's really actually freaking build. Yeah, load average are only 100. We're getting there, very little left. The other stuff we better do are PowerPC. Let's basically see how PowerPC fails. Which is rather like, this is, to me it's also shocking, like aka basically rocket science. To me it is shocking if I would be the Mozilla Foundation, it would have more than some sense of funding. Like basically the billions that the Firefox Foundation had, the Mozilla Foundation. Like, if I would be a primary browser vendor, I would at least keep for portability and testing the source code in such a shape, in such a state, that generic C, C++, Rust code builds. And so this stuff here is somehow usually failing. This error, thank you very much. Yeah, SVN. That's the problem, right? Names that match. I really would wish. I mean, sure, if you build make without parallel, J1. But is it here? Rust force cargo library. Rust make. Node. Originates. Okay, this is, so PowerPC fails the same as, I mean, this is just silly, right? And that is my grief with all the complexity, mixing all libraries, mixing everything you can, and then some. So PowerPC now, I mean, PowerPC was previously, when the last time I patched it to at least compile, it was still segmentation faulting. Now PowerPC and Mipsel don't even build anymore. Mipsel did even work. The last time I tried Firefox Mipsel, like probably 2 years ago, it even worked on the creator, the CR20, Imagination Creator 20 board. So, I mean, the problem is this is so generic. Like, also, Rust people, our Rust superior Rust error messages, the superior Rust error messages. Trade copy cannot implement for this type. Like, why not? I have no idea. This field does not implement. So, like, why does some bind group ID thing? Maybe it's atomic, like implementation for ID binding model group requires that type error send. Yeah, superior. I rest my case. The question is, can we disable this stuff? Can we build without this? Because I'm certainly not trying to fix this. This is, I mean, if the error message, I mean, it could be a whole day long of studying Rust internals and getting familiar with all the library and types and whatnot until, I mean, sure, some Rust guru might instantly know why this happens. Although a Rust guru might also say, yeah, of course it doesn't work with 32-bit stuff. For this you need 64-bit atomics or whatever. But whatever the case might be, any of those answers I find highly stupid, but that's the future. Is this even, what is the latest version? I lost overview. Where are we, 122 or something? The thing is, I would not really want to update this now because we are nearly through building. Okay, that's not, it's still this latest version. Yeah, it's the latest version. Yeah, if we have a quantum computer, maybe we could build all possible permutations of source code at once and take the compiling solution or something of that sort. but leave in the comments below. So, Firefox, what's going on with? Alright, I want to copy something else in the meantime. The WGPU. Maybe we are lucky and configure. Maybe. Yeah, maybe you can't disable that anymore. So yeah, even debugging just where that is coming from, right? Something of third-party that, GFX, GPU bindings. No, you even would need to study. I mean, that is even, often I just quickly grab some stuff around and have answers, but even, I mean, this I would need to study and analyze. And I mean, it can also be you study that for long and you study that for days or weeks and come to the conclusion that you can't even easily fix it because modern complexities. Looks to be pretty hardwired dependency. So yeah, I mean, what we could do, what I anyway had on my to-do, was using slightly older versions for such architectures. Any Firefox or Rust wizard watches this, patch is welcome. Yeah, but more than complexity, right? For control, WGPU core. That were the times when browsers were browsers and not glorified 3D rendering things. It could also be that this is a new stricter Rust compiler. We of course recently updated that. Oh, there is even a new version. But now we are shipping kind of sort of already. Seems to me you're constraining that the FN is copy because parsing multiple tokens. Yeah, builds for others, but not for somehow many many 32-bit architectures. That is the future, and it's increasingly there are reasons like this that I make these videos, right? Oops, wrong shit. No, I messed up some build. Was it this one? No. Cargo fails here too. Maybe this was also known. Incompatible. Yeah, okay, you're below my pay grade. If people It's not mission critical, so YOLO. The problem is this: I don't have a easy way to just disable NT2 because it's not an architecture. We could easily disable by architecture, but we cannot fully disable a package currently for like other random config options. What do we have here more? Yeah, I think Spark 64 has failed just randomly like MIP 64. Never happened before, so yeah. Shouldn't happen to our flight too. Also there's error program compiling FC. What is that? That is, I have not previously FC test program. I'm not really sure what's going on there, to be honest. Yeah, we're nearly there, and then there's always one more thing. That's certainly, yeah, like one more thing multiplied with 35 build architecture, architectural C libraries and other such variants. Why did this fail, by the way? This 8 in the morning. Right, I remember. I looked at this. Wait, which one is this? Oh no, this is Clang. All right, no, this probably are our include things. Okay, we probably should get this going. I still need to think even where to, because I know what is missing. That's just the one symlink for the headers. It's just that it doesn't fit well in the concept of the way we package things. Ah, wait, it's also wrong. Config, what do I even do here? I need to keep the build error, that is why I'm doing that right. Yeah, let's do that here, that will anyway error out. And then we are mostly through fixing the most major things. But yeah, maintaining Linux distribution, basically a full-time job. No surprise. Actually, we can already build both. And the workaround for that is documented in my to-do, I believe. Yeah, Clang with GCC. I should really fix this. Let's move it up some 100 entries. Yeah, 666 lines of to-do. That, what was it? LVM, right? LVM ARM. So this, oops, this should. I also copied this one. All right, this also needs to map the GCC version. Yeah, where do we do that? So that is symlinking. So basically this is some strange quirk because stuff cannot find stuff nicely. So that is symlinking user include, I believe. Should this not? user include C++. What do we have here? Ah, darn, it's even such a version. That of course sucks. So like that. You need to extract the precise version out of GCC for that. Yeah, just because LLVM YOLO's header detection and Why does this look so strange? Why is this? Did I copy this wrong? Why is this 13.2.1 though? Why is this 13? This is confusing. Will this even work? Yeah, it's also certainly not so nice that we need to ship a bloody GCC snapshot. I'm not sure if this will work. Yeah, that's why I didn't commit it yet, because it wasn't... It's like here, it's a stupid hack for stupid self-inflicted GCC LVM Clang problems. So that is that Clang finds the GCC headers. I have the suspicion this will still not work. Let's give it a minute. What else is broken? So ARM, Clang, that's the same. AVR, yeah, this is also stupid. That built last month, not sure what's up with that one. Probably something trivial. Maybe something too new. Ah, here, created directory, maybe. I'm not sure where that is coming from. Let's extrace that. Okay, this build's surprisingly long. Maybe this something indeed fixed it. Which it should, just that this version number was strange. Did I even edit the right file? Apparently I did. This might simply be bin sh not being bin bash anymore, because it's a super old version of GCC. The nearly last like, yeah, from Stone Ages ago, the last and only supporting AVR32, certainly not forward porting that stuff. Yeah, load 166, also need an upgrade. So where is this failing? We, by the way, should have done keep on error. Oh, we have that accidentally because it was too large, probably, I believe. So, what failed here? Line 16. It's also kind of worst case debugging this stuff. The problem with this stuff, yeah, convoluted build systems, right? Once we had a handful of build systems, of which this make was one of them. Yeah, this is kind of stuff why people wrote CMake and Meson and Ninja. just that they are not better. Okay, it should actually be this one here, I believe. In which file? Is it an object here? 3.8, let's hope we can edit that like that. Configure, yeah, actually, this looks like that. What happens if we run this with shell equals bin bash? I mean, we could for a second, I mean, it's not the super nicest thing while all the builds are running, but ln sf bin bash to, so because currently bin sh is ln sf bin bash to bin sh. No, this also doesn't work. Oh wait, don't tell me did I do this wrong? No, I didn't, just, this looks confusing. So it's probably line 16 from this block of makefile. In 6. Actually, now I'm confused. Is it 3821? Oh, this is a multipler. 3821, 3821. The irony is I don't even want to have fix includes. This is also really bad practice that GCC people started 20 years ago. In GCC 2 times you had to have working headers, and because GCC 3, my outside impression was 20 years ago, because GCC 3 was so much stricter, they started auto-fixing here headers to their fixed include stuff, so they auto pre-processed headers to fix them. This is what this nonsense here is. Also, this makefile rules also this is total stuff from hell. I'm not sure if we can just delete it like that. I'm not sure if this will. 6544. Wait, but this is okay. All of those don't work. So then just the next thing fails. Okay, you know what? It could theoretically also be another make version. Maybe it's like, yeah, 2024, and you can't easily support old stuff anymore because you can't even get the compiler built with the latest make version. I'm speculating here, right? I mean, maybe it could be it could be anything. 54.4. So how to debug that? I find it often easiest to debug stuff with strace. Try what happens here, how it is. So yeah, the good thing is it's not really a very important architecture. Could simply build it anymore, like Debian would do, but Debian has never done. We could build an older make, just that this is not it's the right place for an older make. I mean, first I would need to know what precisely errors out there. I'm, however, so this is a sad thing, right? Last month it was probably all still building, and now the thing is also not only it's below my pay grade, and I don't enjoy looking at such stupid stuff anymore. Basically nobody enjoys, right? Who enjoys, even if this would work, even if this would be RISC-V now or stuff, who enjoys debugging such obscure convoluted stuff? Obviously nobody. So yeah, maybe YOLO, we will see. Okay, those builds apparently mostly crunch along now. Mipsel, this was Firefox, yeah. This is, yeah. But this is also the thing that people invent new stuff, new build systems, new languages, and the cost of keeping all this supported is increasing every day, right? This was Mipsel, I believe. Just skipping over Firefox. So somehow Firefox currently so far has not built for many 32. For which architectures has Firefox built? But it's the recurring things, right? Stuff too complex to build recurrently fails, right? Because everyone implements puts their everything and the kitchen sink into it. And then they wonder that it fails. So it built for ARM64. Why is, oh no, this is error. So it built only for, actually ARM will be interesting to see. I mean, ARM they should surely support, right? Yeah, it will be interesting to see if ARM, I mean ARM definitely did previously work. 32-bit ARM. Yeah, this I need to see if they will just go away. Did we not just build this one? Did this fail already? Are we not just building that? 1515? Ah, darn, I made this wrong. Build 2 times the same architecture instead of. Yeah, despite the failures, we are nearly there, just skipping a little bit of stuff that nobody runs in these combinations anyway. Of course, there's still a value of having T2 building all the other stuff, kernel, boot, bootable stuff, GCC and so on. Realistically, you do not necessarily need Firefox there on embedded things. It's just we built it because we could, and it's nice to have. Why does this fail though so strangely? libtool erroring out with hello, are you okay? How did this happen? It's just some random fluke where you messed around with something, or is it reproducible? Yeah, basically, now it built. Maybe when we manually messed around with something, not sure how we messed this up, but somehow we did. This was ARM64, right? So this, yeah, AVR32, maybe we scratch. I'm not sure if unless I'm feeling highly motivated due to your share, like, and subscribes and Patreon and all the other good stuff. Ironically, AVR32, we have 3 boards here from when we were the nearly only company supporting Atmel in this effort 15 years ago. We have the ATSK1K or so, AT starter kit 1000. And 2 NGW100 network gateway things, both with an AVR32. Yeah. All the stuff that once was, that could be. Hope you enjoyed this, learned something nonetheless. Probably mostly that software development is in the meantime actually rocket science. Yeah, I kind of would, it would be so nice if I could suspend now all the builds. Oh, there's also one build error somewhere. What happened with this one here? Or was it the Motor 68K? Or maybe it fully finished. I think it fully finished, yay. So even for Motor 68K, although that finished, Clang somehow doesn't build. Clang and LVM, so there's always one more thing to fix. But yeah, otherwise the build looks mighty good now. Pity we missed Rust just by a day or so, but I'm not touching that now. Let's see, did other people commit something the last hours? Just a download, yeah, no tech, yeah. This is just moving that to non-latest version snapshot directory. Saw that already. Yeah, otherwise we're getting there, and I think probably we can actually build everything that does build in close to 24 hours, which is absolutely crazy when you think that one lone YouTube wolf here can single-handedly compile all CPU architectures reasonably supported, and then some obsoletes that are deleted, like IA64 and so on. And Spark. Did we fully build Spark? Not yet, I guess. It's still what is going with. Is Spark already done? Was it not built Spark? Maybe that's already done. I need to check if that's probably the variant that should still. Yeah, that still supports Spark version 8. Also, what people hate. Did we support 8 or optimized for Spark version 8? So that is Spark Station 5 and later. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. Don't forget to subscribe, maybe Patreon, YouTube membership. Releases are coming. Do we even still have free space? Getting there. ISOs are coming. They will be soon there, plus some other last minute fixing. Yeah, the Firefox build this is crazily insane. Makes me rather sad. I wonder, no, we already touched the 486 build, right? I wonder, was 486 the same WGPU? Yeah, it's building other stuff right now. Yeah, that's it for this video. Actually, rocket science, we're getting there. That's it from Mission Control. Hope you enjoyed and learned something. And I hope to see you soon for all the now much cooler stuff we can do after we fixed most things.